project is billed, but the collaboration does not end with the invoice. Quite the opposite. This is where the part begins that makes the real difference in the long run. In this video, I will show you how to cleanly close a completed single project and transition the customer into an ongoing support project. You will learn how to set up the support workflow, configure retainers, and use insights to keep track of your long-term customer relationships. And at the end, we will close the circle together across the entire onboarding series. Video starts. The Beckerei-Müller project is built. The invoices are sent. The subscriptions for hosting and maintenance are running. Now it is time to close the project properly. Open the project configuration. Go to Settings, then Basic Settings, and set the project status to Done. From this moment on, the project is archived. No new tickets will be created. The project team no longer works in it actively. But everything remains traceable. Every ticket, every time entry, every document, every test. One important detail. Subscriptions that you set up in the project continue to run. The hosting package is still billed automatically, even when the project has the status done. Billing only stops when you explicitly deactivate subscription billing or close the project completely. This clean separation brings order. The historical project stays as a reference. Everything that comes from now on gets its own frame. And that frame is what you create next. Go to the project list and create a new project. This time select the type ongoing instead of single. External, because it is a customer project. Assign it to the same organization, Beckerei-Müller. Give the project a clear name. For example, Beckerei-Müller support. Category support, status implementation, value group A, because it is directly value creating work. On the right side, configure the task types that are relevant for support. These could be bugs, feature requests, server issues, or general inquiries. Add the matching work activities: development, testing, consulting, administration. Then assign teams and members. These can be the same people from the single project, or you put together a dedicated support team. After saving, the project appears in the project list. The customer now has a clean new frame for ongoing collaboration, separated from the historical single project, but within the same organizational context. In the ongoing project, daily work is different from the single project. There is no offer phase, no project tree, no versioning. Instead, tickets come in, get handled, and are billed. If you invited your customer as a guest user, they can create tickets directly in the project. You remember video 18 where we set that up. The customer sees their project, creates a ticket, describes the issue, and your team gets it immediately in the pipeline. Your team works on the ticket, logs hours, and as soon as the ticket is closed, it automatically moves to the invoice review. At the end of the month, you review all closed tickets, adjust hours if needed, and create the collective invoice. You know this from video 21. For smaller add-on tasks with a clear scope, there are express offers. The customer gets a mini offer directly from the ticket, confirms it, and the position is billed automatically. That was video 26. And then there are retainers. For many support relationships, this is the ideal model. You define a monthly hour package at a flat rate, for example 10 hours per month for 1,000 euros. In the general billing settings of the project, you set up the retainer, title, flat rate, hours per month, internal reference hourly rate for overtime, and whether unused hours carry over to the following month. During invoice review, Leadtime automatically distinguishes 3 scenarios. If more hours were used than included, overtime is billed at the standard hourly rate. If fewer hours were used and no carryover is enabled, the remaining volume expires. And if carryover is active, the leftover hours roll over to the next month. Retainers give both sides planning certainty. The customer knows what support costs. You know what revenue to expect. The subscriptions from the completed single project continue running there. The hosting, the maintenance. You do not need to move anything as long as you keep billing active in that project. But you can also create new subscriptions directly in the ongoing project. For example, a support package or an SLE with a fixed monthly fee. Under Settings, then Subscription Billing, you set this up just like you learned in video 36. Flat rate for fixed packages, variable for quantity-based models. This is how you build stable recurring revenue step by step. Every completed single project that transitions into support brings not just one-time revenue, but an ongoing income stream. Over time, your support projects grow. 5 customers, 10 customers, 20. That is when you need the overview. In Sales Insights, you see the revenue per project over time. Place the ongoing support project next to the completed single project, and you see the complete customer lifetime value. One-time project revenue plus ongoing support income plus subscriptions. In Project Insights, you analyze where the hours go. Breakdown by task type shows whether the customer mainly reports bugs or submits feature requests. Breakdown by user shows who on the team handles how much support work. These are the levers you use to manage your support team. Save your most important views as presets and put them on the dashboard. That way, you have the overview every morning without diving into the analysis first. And with that, we have arrived at the end. Not just the end of this video, but the end of the entire onboarding series. Think back to the beginning. You started with an empty system, created organizations, set up employees, made the first settings. Then came tickets, time tracking, pipeline, insights. You learned how billing works, how to send invoices, how dashboards give you the overview. In the third block, you built the arc to single projects. From the component library to the project template, the estimate, the specification, the contract, the implementation, the acceptance, the billing, all the way here to ongoing support. That is not a coincidence. That is a system. Every step builds on the one before it. Nothing gets lost. Everything is traceable. From the first customer contact to the long-term partnership. And when the customer says in 6 months, we need an online shop, you go back to the component library, import the right template, and the cycle starts again. Only this time, you already know everything about this customer. Every ticket, every decision, every time entry. That is Leadtime, not another tool you have to fill, a system that works with you. The more consistently you use it, the more it gives back. That was the Leadtime onboarding series. 37 videos, from an empty system to long-term customer relationships. You now have everything you need to run your business with Leadtime. Put it into practice, step by step. And if you have questions, we are here.